The star of the Indiana Fever says,
I'm getting my own doctors. I'm not using y'all doctors.
She has met with a different doctor and she won't even give an update to the team.
Caitlin Clark could be refusing to use Indiana Fever medical staff.
Caitlin Clark has lost faith in the training team. This is Kawhi Leonard's situation. Stephanie White says she met with another doctor, but White says she hasn't spoken with the trainers.
Caitlin Clark ain't got to stay with Indiana. She don't owe them nothing.
Caitlin Clark might have just made her boldest statement to date.
Not a great look for the Indiana Fever organization.
And things aren't shaping up well for the Indiana Fever right now.
Caitlin Clark had a secret meeting with the New York Liberty post-game.
From distancing herself from team trainers to holding quiet discussions with the New York Liberty, there's clearly something major happening behind the scenes. Has Caitlin Clark reached her limit with Indiana? If you're backing her, hit the comments with a solid 100%, because this situation goes way beyond a simple injury. Let's unpack what's really going on.
Caitlin Clark appears to have re-aggravated her right adductor groin strain. The trick part about a groin strain is that they are very slow healing tissue.
Where she's going for second opinions and not even telling the training team what's happening. This is Kawhi Leonard, Kawhi-esque. She has clearly lost trust in the
groin injury for Caitlin Clark has now escalated into something much bigger, a serious breakdown in trust.
They stated whatever the medical staff is doing right now, it is unfortunately not enough. What's going on, guys? This your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video, and it looked like
immediately after tweaking her right side again, Clark took a stand, choosing not to consult the Indiana Fever's medical team.
Last time was probably Fever doctors. This time is second and third opinion, which are likely some NBA pro doctors.
She bypassed the team entirely, seeking second and even third opinions from elite specialists, likely with NBA-level credentials. That's not routine. That's a statement.
Stephanie White says there's no update in Caitlin Clark or potential timeline. She met with another doctor, but White says she hasn't spoken with the trainers.
Well, I haven't seen C since the game last night, but I think she's progressing. I think that we're continuing to address everything that needs to be addressed. She's gonna see some doctors and get some more tests run early in the week. I don't expect her to be available on Tuesday. So we're just going to continue to take it one day at a time and let her get her evaluations early this week. And then once we've done that, hopefully we'll have more of a clear line of what.
Head coach Stephanie White acknowledged during a press conference that she hasn't had any communication with Clark, and neither have the team's medical staff.
Distant and disconnected from Spurs due to disagreements about his rehab. That's almost what it seems like. Doesn't mean it's good or bad, but why aren't you talking to your
face of the franchise? Their biggest attraction has gone radio silent, with the very staff tasked with managing her recovery. This isn't just a personal choice. It signals a serious breakdown in trust, and honestly, the reasons behind it aren't all that surprising.
Left groin strain, 5/26/25. Left groin strain, 7/5/25. Caitlin Clark has been dealing with this groin strain for damn near 2 months. They stated whatever the medical staff is doing right now, it is unfortunately not enough.
Groin issue has been dragging on, and several experts have pointed out that the care she was receiving simply wasn't cutting it.
When they started the day-to-day thing, doctors just told the shocking truth about Caitlin Clark injury. Groin strain is that they are very slow healing tissue, easy to re-injure, and consistently required for anything involving the legs. Sometimes even shutting them down for a couple weeks isn't enough.
They've described it as a delicate region that's highly susceptible to re-injury without the right kind of targeted treatment.
Be very clear, she was hurt.
You just don't allow it to recover. You keep throwing her ass back out there. She keeps telling you she's good.
Clark attempted to play through the pain, and it led to another setback.
Why am I going to come back and risk this again when there's a good chance we're not gonna make the playoff? Caitlin Clark has lost faith in the train.
She's no longer willing to gamble her future for a medical team that failed to protect her in the first place. This isn't about resentment, it's about self-preservation.
She's got to take things into her own hand, and I think that's what she's doing.
Caitlin Clark is reclaiming control over her own health, bypassing the team she's expected to rely on. That decision speaks volumes.
Coach Stephanie White is so against Caitlin Clark. It's clear as day, and it's very much clear as day that this front office dropped the ball in hiring her to be Caitlin Clark coach.
Indiana's Issues go beyond injuries. They're rooted in strategy. And at the heart of it all is a widening rift between Caitlin Clark and head coach Stephanie White.
Caitlin Clark is the face of a league. We love you, CC.
There's one person in this league that when she walks in the building, when she walks in the room, the owners see dollar signs. There's only one person, and her name's Caitlin.
Clark is a once-in-a-generation player, celebrated for her limitless range, fast tempo, and natural offensive instincts. But from day one, she's been confined to a system that stifles what makes her special.
Stephanie White do not want Caitlin Clark to shoot the ball. It's clear as day. She want to run this motion offense. And quite frankly, Caitlin either need to get the hell out of Indy or the front office need to make it their business to hire a new.
Stephanie White has doubled down on a motion-heavy, paint-focused offense, a style designed for post players, not dynamic shooters like Caitlin Clark. The system feels outdated, and it's gradually suffocating one of the league's most electrifying stars.
Like as a shooter, like when you see like 2 or 3 go in, especially like for me, like if I have 2 back to back in a row, like I'm probably gonna launch a third that maybe isn't advised by Steph, but like I gotta get it.
Caitlin didn't hold back completely. During a podcast interview, she subtly pointed out the problem, explaining that when she hits a few threes, she naturally wants to keep firing, but suggested that the freedom to do so isn't always granted. That's not just frustration, that's restriction.
The team doesn't fit her play style. She's going to come back and probably going to be playing a completely different style to what she wants to play.
Insiders report that Clark has been urged to hold back on her signature deep threes, the very shots that built her reputation and influence. To make matters worse, both players and coaches on the Fever have openly stated their preference for a paint-focused style of play.
Genuinely, a tough one. It's a real tough situation for the Fever to be in. Look, I don't even know if the Fever have done anything wrong trying to get their player out in the court.
They've shifted away from perimeter play, essentially like telling Steph Curry to ditch his shooting and start playing with his back to the basket. And behind closed doors, that disconnect is only deepening.
A level of trust. There isn't trust. And to be fair, it's probably good not to have blind trust in the organization because the organization is going to do what's best for them.
During a pre-game unity meeting, no one from Caitlin Clark's inner circle was present. Not her reps, not her support team, not even a statement. That absence said more than words could. It's clear this doesn't feel like a franchise being shaped around her.
If Caitlin get snatched by the New York Liberty, I'm from New York.
It feels more like Clark is being squeezed into a system that doesn't suit her, and the outcomes have been anything but impressive. This isn't just a stylistic clash. It's about finding the right fit, allowing freedom, and preserving her identity as a player.
Secret meetings going on, y'all. Caitlin Clark had a secret meeting, a little powwow, just a little powwow with the New York Liberty post-game. Damn sure ain't nothing. I think it's more like something.
Right after Caitlin Clark didn't join the WNBA to be held back. But at the moment, the Fever appear more focused on containing her than unlocking what she's truly capable of.
I saw her trade Cheryl Reeves for the Liberty coach on national TV and flat out humiliate Cheryl Reeves.
As things continue to unravel in Indiana, a completely different narrative is taking shape in New York, one that just might hint at Caitlin Clark's future plans.
Y'all see that lady in the white pants, in the blue shirt next to Breanna Stewart? You know who that is? To the left, you know who that is? That's Caitlin Clark's.
Following a matchup between the Fever and the Liberty, Clark was seen in what many are now calling a discreet post-game huddle with members of New York's roster and coaching team.
While the Fever and everybody else is playing checkers, the Liberty been playing chess this whole goddamn time.
That meeting included Liberty head coach Sandy Brondello, and it was clear the discussion was anything but casual.
New York Liberty playing dirty against Caitlin Clark? No. Have you seen them flagrant fouling and knocking her all over the place?
Clark's agent was also there, positioned just steps away from the Liberty's key players. That's not just a friendly chat, that's a calculated move. Let's be honest.
She let it be known. Y'all saw her trade Cheryl Reeves on national TV for Sammy Brondello.
The New York Liberty are thinking several moves ahead. This isn't checkers, it's chess. And on the court, they've consistently treated Clark with nothing but respect.
Now she's gone. It will be now she's gone, y'all. Caitlin Clark ain't got to stay with Indiana. She don't owe them.
No cheap shots. No aggression. Harsh rookie welcome. While other teams have played rough, sometimes even recklessly, the Liberty have kept it clean, composed, and welcoming.
Brena's not going anywhere. They're going to be there forever. But it can be some other changes made to get Caitlin Clark onto that.
And Clark has clearly taken note. During All-Star Weekend, she made waves by publicly swapping out Cheryl Reeve for Liberty coach Sandy Brondello on national television.
If y'all keep allowing Caitlin Clark to get beat on in these games, you're giving all these crap, false promises to people like Natasha Howard and Dewana Bonner. Caitlin Clark she's already fed.
That move wasn't just playful, it was a message. A clear hint that, given the option, she might prefer to align herself with the Liberty.
New York Liberty have let it be known long ago that they want Caitlin Clark.
It's well known that Caitlin shares a close bond with Liberty standout Sabrina Ionescu, one of her biggest advocates and a player whose game mirrors her own.
The Caitlin Clark's rookie contract is over. I could 100% see her heading to the New York Liberty. As a matter of fact, she might not even be there through the rookie contract. She might forfeit.
Culture in New York aligns perfectly, and their fast-paced style is tailor-made for the way Clark plays. Meanwhile, Indiana offers a sluggish system, rising friction, and a front office that feels disconnected from its franchise player.
Star of the Indiana Fever says,
I'm getting my own doctors. I'm not using y'all doctors.
She has met with a different doctor and she won't even give an update to the team.
Caitlin Clark could be refusing to use Indiana Fever medical staff.
Caitlin Clark has lost faith in the training team. This is Kawhi Leonard's situation. Stephanie White says she met with another doctor, but White says she hasn't spoken with the trainers.
Caitlin Clark ain't got to stay with Indiana. She don't owe them nothing.
New York Liberty made their interest in Caitlin Clark clear a long time ago. And now, they're crafting a system that plays to her strengths, fast-paced, high-skill, and fluid basketball built around freedom and creativity.
You're going to feel a little strain inside your groin area. That's what's happening to Caitlin Clark. See, when that left groin had got hurt, it threw her mobility.
Caitlin Clark's rookie deal wraps up. A move to the New York Liberty feels almost inevitable. In fact, she might not even wait that long. There's growing talk that Clark could demand a change of scenery before her first contract expires. And with the kind of brand power she holds, she has the leverage to make it happen. The Liberty seem prepared. The fans are already talking, and the Fever, they're starting to feel less like a long-term fit and more like a brief chapter.
Caitlin Clark is the face of a league. We love you, CC.
There's one person in this league that when she walks in the building, when she walks in the room, the owners see dollar signs. There's only one person, and her name's Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark has changed the game. She changed it in college and in the WNBA.
The country has fallen in love with what we have created. And America, here's the girl next door, all grown up, Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark has captivated the nation, breaking scoring records in college and bringing women's basketball to a whole new audience.
She is phenomenal.
From turning away team trainers and butting heads with her coach to behind-the-scenes talks with the Liberty, the signs are impossible to ignore.